probably time to go. This is an adult show, yeah, this is an adult show. And if you ain't one of them, it's probably time to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TDAU Live, episode 16, Super Tuesday in review. Hickory single tonight. That's right. I'm all by my lonesome here on the show, and you might have noticed some things have changed. That's right. Big moves going on in the studio this week. I got my birthday desk that my beautiful assistant got for me, and I set it up today. And yeah, it looks so far away because the other desk is still in here. It was just sitting behind the new desk because I didn't have time to swap everything over and get everything set up. But it's going to be a much nicer setup, a lot cleaner, and it's going to work a lot better for the show and content creation in general. And luckily, I have Friday off, so that's what I'll be doing then, as well as catching up on content for next week, because I'll be working Sunday. Don't worry, I'll be here next Wednesday, the eve of my birthday vacation. I'll be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm stoked. We're gonna have a absolute blast. And next Friday, Saturday, of course, is TDAU's birthday weekend at the Woolen Mill Comedy Club. Private party, 25 to 40 people, and yeah, we're hoping for 40. We're gonna see what happens, but yeah, there's been some stuff going on, so waiting on that and feedback. But yeah, it's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. And down in the comments section, Sean's here. Sean said, breaking news: Henry, the hysterical YouTube commenter, was trespassed from his local dollar store because he refused to provide ID for rolling papers. No shit. I'm sorry to hear that. That's wild, dude. You got a trespassing thing? Because the times, man. The times. Anyways, yeah. So, a lot going on here, and I'm absolutely stoked that you guys are with me. And yeah, let's get into the show.
Yeah, back, baby.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits?
This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of a punk, and then all his friends left him, and now he's here alone. This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of punk. Now he's here doing the drunken, underwhelming life show.
This is a weird show.
Drunken, underwhelming life show. Drunken, underwhelming life show. Drunken, underwhelming life show.
Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's, of course, TDAU Live, episode 16. Super Tuesday interview and Hickory single tonight. That's right, I'm all by my lonesome, but I am in this space that looks quite different. A little wider. You can kind of see the electronic drum kit looking kind of dumpy, sitting below the guitars. And yeah, this will come in a bit more. The camera is still on the old desk sitting in front of the new desk. So yeah, everything's a little bit further away. But man, dude, we have a Super Tuesday, that's for sure. And Vermont, yet again, a little bit embarrassing. The only state that Nikki Haley won. But I did want to point out there's some interesting tidbits from Vermont primaries, especially in my local area, because we also had some school budget stuff going on. Of course, why would you not have school budget stuff going on? And that got voted on. And there was a big vote on a bond to build a new high school for $99 million. Which, yeah, that was a firm no, actually, on that vote. But yeah, Nikki Haley did win. Interestingly enough, this is absolutely fascinating, because this is not a thing that happens in Vermont ever. But if we look at the CNN Election Center, yeah, up here we got Joe Biden at 56,990 votes. Marianne Williamson got just shy of 3,000. Dean Phillips got just shy of 2,000. So 61,980 if we're doing some real rough math. Yeah, turns out 69,000 Republicans turned out. 10,000 more than Democrats, which is goddamn near unheard of in the state. We do not have a large Republican base. The beautiful assistant. She sent me a photo earlier that said adult lunch, and it was 2 Hot Pockets and a Mountain Dew. Not really Mountain Dew, but it sounds funnier if, I think it was just a Coke Zero, but it would have been funnier if it was Mountain Dew. Anyways, yeah, we had 10,000 more Republicans showed up for the primary than Democrats, which is crazy considering in general elections it's a 2/3 to 1/3 basically. It's about 66-67% Democratic turnout or voters and 33% Republican in the state. At least that's how it goes for most general elections. But yeah, I just thought that was very, very interesting, and I'm not entirely sure if that's because all those Republicans that voted in the Republican primary were actually Republicans. There might have been some lane crossing there, but yeah, there's the map. And oh, too funny. Desk looks good. So much more room for activities. Yes, that's a good Step Brothers reference. Yeah, we'll be able to get the printer properly set up, and hopefully the Cricut will be set up in here. Be able to get a lot more activities done. I'm excited for it. But so thank you, beautiful assistant. This desk's great. I love the lights. That's neat. Those change. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what the right light is for this room, but we'll get there when we get there, my friends. Laughing, smiling face, yes, or laughing, crying face. But yeah, so Super Tuesday happened. The big one was the vote no on building a new high school, which is a very contested one, and it actually came down to it was a fairly decisive margin with a little over 300 votes more for no than for yes. And yeah, people are upset and or happy on either side. It depends what you're looking at. But yeah, 99 million. And to be clear, our entire school system, the entire district, including all the elementary schools and pre-K, is 1,000 students. Sean said, yeah, that was quite crazy. When asked my birth date, I responded 2/3/25. She proceeded to call me a liar and told me to leave the store. She called the police. I spoke to the manager today. That's hysterical. Because it wasn't obvious that you were lying when you said you were born next year. I mean, I love it. But yeah, just too funny. It's too funny because, like, yeah, Sean, no offense, but you definitely don't look like a child. That's for sure. Definitely look like an adult man. Anyways, we got some ridiculous stories that I wanted to get into that we couldn't really cover with a guest on the show because I don't want to put him in a hot spot. You know what I mean? Put them in uncomfortable positions when they didn't sign up for that. Oh, Sean said, granted, she did not know that I identify as a 99-year-old elderly woman. Fair. Oh, okay. 1924. That's or 1925. Yeah, that's fair. You got me there. I was thinking next year. I forgot that some people do live that old. There's actually a guy locally that just celebrated his 104th birthday on Leap Day, which was a thing. That's another thing that made me think a lot this past year was why that wasn't Leap Day like a real why it only happens every 4 years. Why is it not more of a holiday? I just don't understand why that would be a thing that is not like a bigger celebration. Like, why don't we just shut down everything? It's like, it's not like it's going to affect the economy. It's like, it's an extra day of the year. So we could just shut down that day. It's not going to affect businesses. It's an extra day. And actually just give everyone a day off holiday. And then we'll make up some shit to go with it. Like, I'm thinking, food-wise, I don't know. Leap Day, we eat things that jump. So like frog legs, and we eat some like antelope or venison. Yeah, I don't know. But we could come up with a very cool concept and have like a real holiday, because it's really special if it only happens. I mean, Christmas happens every year, and people celebrate the shit out of Christmas, even though they don't give two shits about what Christmas is about or for. They don't care. They're just out there enjoying it, doing presents and food and all the crap that goes with it. They're not there because they care. Where I feel like Leap Day could be an opportunity to give, like, it'd be the most non-religious, the most non-secular, the most non-divisive holiday ever. We just shut down everything and we're like, screw it. It's an extra day this year and nobody works and nothing happens. And if you do have to work like you're emergency service people, we give you a hell of a good payout that way. Yeah. Hickory for Prez 2024. That's right. As I said, I belong to the $1 Million Party, to be clear. That means if I am elected to office, I'm going to give everybody that is a legal citizen of the U.S. $1 million, and then I'm just gonna filibuster everything else. But we use this day to speak of as a day of purge. I mean, that would be a good one. Like it could be a cleaning out, hoeing. I mean, every 4 years would be a good time, like to hoe out, clean out the house. You know, get past some of your hoarding tendencies, maybe. But no, not running for office. Although I do write myself in as a protest vote. That does happen. I wrote myself in for an office yesterday, and I don't have any clue what the hell it is. But I didn't like any of the names or the people on the ballot. So, HickoryTDAU running in there. Let's do it. Anyways, let's get into my first ridiculous article that I wanted to cover, but couldn't because I've had guests recently and it didn't make sense. This is a few weeks old now, unfortunately. February 19th. So about 2 weeks late on this one, but it's worth it. Kilt-wearing pervert is arrested for going into antique store and shoving items up his rectum before placing them back on the shelf for display. That's right, Mitchell C. Vest was spotted by disbelieving dealers when they reviewed security footage. The items included a makeup brush, a restoration hardware piece, an antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tent can. A tobacco tent. I hope there's a photo because I don't know what that is. He has been charged with 1 count of criminal mischief and released on a $100 bond. Because apparently, when you do really, really gross shit, there's not that big a penalty. Texas Antique. Oh, it's in Texas too, and it was only a $100 bond. Good Lord. Texas antique dealers struggled to believe their eyes when surveillance footage revealed a shopper in a kilt fervidly inserting display items up his bottom before returning them to shelves. Word spread quickly throughout the business community in spring after a heavy-built man was first spotted in the Antique Gallery of Houston on February 8th. I did watch it a couple of times to be sure I knew what I was looking at. Gallery manager Susan Golden told Fox 26. I've seen quite a few things here, but not that. Sean said, our elections are every 4 years. We just need to turn it up a notch or two. Yeah. Ashley said, well, what, they expect him to wear pants? And no, I guess the kilt would be the way to go about doing that sort of thing if you were going to do that sort of thing. I hope you guys know why the Scottish wear kilts. And that is simply because a sheep can hear a fly from over a mile away. It's an old Vermont trick too. We used to be a big sheep farming state. Yeah, I mean lots and lots of sheep. Once upon a time, that was the entire industry for this area, and that's actually the fact why the comedy club that I'll be at next weekend is called the Woolen Mill Comedy Club, because the building that it was in was once upon a time a woolen mill, because that was the industry we had in Vermont. Yeah, we used to raise a lot of sheep, but it turns out that Vermont is in fact where the boys are boys, the men are men, and the sheep are nervous. And so yeah, we got rid of that. Oh my goodness, Quentin Tarantino has gone too far this time. I wore this uncomfortable watch on my ass for 5 years. We'll be getting into a Tarantino related story here in a few minutes, Sean. Don't you spoil the upcoming stories. Yeah, you had to watch it a couple times. I've seen quite a few things here, but not that. Mitchell, 60, was arrested February 15th and charged with 1 count of criminal mischief for his treatment of items including a makeup brush, a restoration hardware piece, antique bottle opener, and a tobacco tent can. Police are still looking for a female companion who appeared to accompany him. Yeah, just totally the guy that you'd want to see put things in his own bum. Golden said the man was on several previous occasions the $85,000 square foot shop, often loiter for hours without making any purchases. She called police on February 10th after seeing him with a makeup brush and a hardware piece, shoved both items up his anus, then returned them to the shelf. Later that day, he appeared at the nearby curiosity shop doing the same thing with the bottle opener and tent can. Both complainants advised that they had to throw away the items that were used in the incident due to feces being on them. Oh, gross. Both provided the video surveillance of the incidents and both wished to pursue charges. After his description was circulated, horrified dealers as far away as Galveston and Tomball realized he had also been in their shops. February 15th, deputies had received calls from multiple concerned citizens about the man who they said was observing selecting items from multiple vendors and placing those selected items in his rectum. The male was then observed removing the items, placing them back on the shelves. Constable Mark Herman of Harris County Police Department reported. During further investigation, constable investigators were able to provide identity to the male as Michael Vest. Here he goes, just doing work in that kilt. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that face. It looks like a face of a very happy gentleman. Oh, yeah, they had to use the double cuffs. He's a burly feller. Due to the loss of multiple antique items that had to be disposed, constable deputies obtained a warrant for his arrest in the offense of criminal mischief. Deputies with Constable Mark Herman's Special Operations Unit then located and apprehended Mitchell Vest for his criminal mischief warrant. Vest has his bond set at $100, because why not? The shop estimated the damage cost $74 at the Curiosity Shop and $130 at the Antique Gallery. He should have at least had to pony that up, right? $204. I mean, that would have been unfair. Sean said, great minds think alike. How else would it be possible for us to be commenting on a story I have no idea where you're going to speak on? I know. It's because you're we live on a familiar, similar wavelength, I think, my friend. That's for sure. But yeah, the story of the kilt-wearing man who just loved shoving stuff up his butt and then putting it back out on the shelf for sale. He was letting someone else sell it. He's like the opposite of any good entrepreneur. He clearly does not know how to operate his OnlyFans very well, because if so, he would have been making a profit on that himself. Anyways, the next story. This one's just ridiculous, and it's ridiculous without even reading into it. You just have to read the headline, and you're like, hey, really? Really? This shit happens? Burlington man with more than 1,600 engagements. Police engagements, not partner engagements. Police engagements, 1,600 engagements with the police. Arrested for trespassing. Holy shit. How do we get there? How do you get past, like, I don't know, the first couple hundred, and you haven't done anything egregious enough to get locked up? Wow. Burlington man who's had more than 1,600 counters when the police arrested on Tuesday after officials said he trespassed on property in Burlington. Burlington Police Department were called to the Feeding Chittenden food shelf just before noon. 46-year-old Michael Reynolds entered and began pushing people inside. Callers told police that Reynolds was acting in a belligerent and frightening manner. Reynolds said earlier conditions of release ordering him to stay away from a certain individual who was at the food shelf in addition to his no trespassing order. Police located Reynolds outside the food shelf and took him into custody, at which time said he had assaulted an officer with bodily fluids. I'd like to think he spit on him, but you never know. Burlington's a free-for-all now, no order at all. Yeah, it's like in East Coast Portland, right? It's just a shit show, and it's a socialist utopia up there, I guess. I'm surprised we don't have our own Chaz. The Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Well, I guess that would have to be Montpelier if it was in Vermont. Or Capitol Hill. Yeah, no, that's just where politicians get arrested for DUIs at 8:30 in the morning when they're going into work, like we covered last week. Reynolds had dozens of police encounters each year dating back to 2012 and currently has the greatest number of engagements with police than anyone in the record system, according to investigators. The numbers include 30 encounters in police in 2024 alone, which is pretty freaking impressive considering this is, we're like less than, well, when was this article? February 28th. So yeah, we're about 58 days into the year, 59 days, and dude's already been in touch with the cops 30 times. It seems like he might do something that would, I don't know, have him held at this point. He's arraigned on Tuesday with a judge ordering him released on conditions, just like the conditions he broke last time. Yeah, I'm sure it'll take this time. I'm sure this guy's he's probably rehabilitated already, my friends. He's probably totally not gonna break another record and get up to like 2,000 or anything. That wouldn't happen. Okay. The Tarantino. He brought that up. Like, I kind of thought when I saw this article about Tarantino a little bit. To be honest, it made me think more about that guy who used to run Nickelodeon. I can't remember his name. Dan something. Because here we go. One from Oklahoma that makes you go, huh? The fuck were they thinking? Video of foot licking at Oklahoma school sparks anger. I wonder why. It's wild. Footage showing students in an Oklahoma high school licking toes as part of a charity fundraiser Thursday has gone viral on social media. I'm sure. I don't know why it would ever go viral. That seems crazy. Evidently, the National Guard's been called to New York City. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I saw that. They're gonna go protect the subway stations or something. Yeah, because they just don't have the biggest police force. They don't have the biggest police force in the world in New York City or anything. I mean, but get me wrong. I guess people who actually kept New York clean and sightly, like Trump and Giuliani, are just evil people. So, the best thing we can do is let it become a hellhole. Anyways, back to Oklahoma. The incident took place at Deer Creek High School in Edmond as part of an assembly clash of the classes that students paid to attend, which on its own is kind of strange that they had to pay to be in an assembly. The event was held to raise money for a chain of coffee shops in Oklahoma City that employs people with physical or mental disabilities. It seems like a coffee shop would be profitable if they were hiring people that would probably not pay out, demand a lot. I can't believe they put their foot in their mouth this time. They start the story with the footage. Yeah, I won't be showing the footage on my on this channel because it's gross. And that's like coming from a dude who doesn't mind feet. I'm not opposed to foot licking, but this was the foot licking of minors that was put on by adults. Yeah, this is the creepy, groomy kind, not the kind where like I'm interested in watching. It's the kind that makes me go, oh god, this is so uncomfortable. I saw like 3 seconds of it and I was like, why is this a thing? Oh, you fucking people. Deer Creek did in a statement, the Deer Creek School District said all those took part and were volunteers and added the high school raised $152,830 over a week of fundraising for the coffee shop, which is insane. Like, where are they selling this footage online? Because, I mean, that's how else are you raising that much money? State Superintendent Ryan Waters branded the event disgusting and said there would be an investigation. A statement sent to Newsweek, Walters added, the video we've seen from Deer Creek is shocking and disgusting. And the Oklahoma State Department of Education is investigating this incident. Yeah, I think that should probably happen. On Friday, local network KOKH Fox 25 shared a 20-second clip showing a line of 4 students lying on the floor while licking the toes of 4 other people who were sitting on a bench. Footage was shared by Libs of TikTok. A prominent X account termed it unbelievable and asked who approved this. Video went viral, receiving 12.9 million views and 9,000 reposts. Yeah, here's the video. If you want to see it, you can go watch that yourself. I am not going to be watching it on the channel. Speaking of KOKH Fox 25, one parent said the participants had been licking peanut butter off of toes. Well, this hasn't been independently corroborated. In a statement sent to KOKH Fox 25, Deer Creek School District said no faculty or staff were involved in the event. Described the week of fundraising as a momentous accomplishment. Yes, as you often do refer to the grooming of children as a momentous accomplishment, you weirdos. Statement read, this afternoon, Deer Creek High School announced a grand total of $152,000 for probably selling these illegal photos online. Allegedly. I don't know that. I'm just imagining. I can't imagine how the school raised 150. Like, why haven't they solved? Like, how haven't they solved homelessness yet? I don't. They can raise that much money in a week licking each other's toes. You'd think that like all of these kids would have sweet jobs at this point. Thursday, February 29, 2024, Deer Creek High School hosted an assembly called the Clash of Classes for people who paid to attend. During the assembly, 9th through 12th grade students volunteered to participate in various student-organized class competitions in the spirit of raising money. Yes, because toe licking apparently is the ultimate competition, my friends. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm a former champ. All participants in the assembly were students who signed up for the game. They played ahead of time. No Deer Creek faculty or staff participated in any of the games during this class to the classes assembly, the statement added. Because that makes it better. I mean, they didn't get their toes sucked. They just got to watch, you know, underage people suck the toes of other underage people. Yeah, you could relate this video to rat poison. Just showing the video could be construed as complicit. Yeah, it's like very borderline on illegal minor related adult content. Like it's like right on that line where it's like I don't know, that might be right on the line there. 1-star reviews from all over the country. We're not this well-funded machine that has all these dollars. We're getting beat up. The kids are getting beat up. Was that they call our story? Sorry, I skipped a bit there. Many dedicated students gave generously of their personal time to achieve this momentous accomplishment. They'll serve communities beyond the boundaries of Deer Creek. We'd like to thank all the patrons, business, and sponsors contributed to the success of this year's wonderful week of fundraising. Tim Herbal, executive director at Not Your Average Joe, told the Oklahoman that at 6 coffee shops faced backlash after the video went viral, with people calling them to leave the abusive messages. They call our stores and our friends with special needs usually answering the phones, and they're being cussed out and called pedophiles, Herbert. Yeah, don't do that. I blame the school more than the coffee shop. Like the coffee shop probably didn't even know what was going on in this. Johnson, honestly, what's next? Toss salad Tuesday? Vegan pride. Yeah. Toss salad Tuesday. Followed by I don't know, peach ring. Donut hole day. Data from 2020 U.S. Census Bureau. Oklahoma's 38th highest proportion of high schools graduating from the union. Some schools have switched to a 4-day a week in recent years, believing it offers a better lifestyle for both students and teachers. Not going to argue that. But yeah, I feel like they're just trying to make it not feel as bad that this is a thing right here, that there's underage toe sucking going on. They made a bunch of money fundraising on it, which is very, very weird. Very, very weird. Did the primary. Okay. We got another couple for sure. Thank you guys for hanging out. I think we're gonna pull up some music for a second. And I should probably Yeah, I want to play a couple something in the works here because I've been having fun and I feel like I could share it because it's early and it's gonna change a whole lot. Actually, this one's cool. So where Demon Hoof, it's got to be carrying some kind of rash. Well done, my friend. I'm gonna play a few seconds of this because I'm digging this. This is scratch vocals. It's gonna get re-recorded, but I have sent this out to a friend of mine to lay a verse down on, and I'm gonna play this real quick while I hop off screen for a second.
I don't keep it clean, I keep it green. My front fucking heart is my fucking scene. I'm the rap that stinks like Morganite. No dandelions in the art, I jar my weed. I smoke that green, I grow that green. I press stripes so hard they grow up mean. Lungs full of dope is THC. A yard full of thick as KBG.
Yeah, it's working on stuff. This one actually, there's a couple that need a ton of work. So this is I got a Make Lawns Great Again shirt. I instantly was like, I'm gonna make my own shirt and write the song. And this is yeah, these are scratch vocals. The verse is definitely gonna change. We'll get into another news story in a second. Sorry, I just wanted to chill and listen to some music for a second. It's probably most of what I'm gonna do next week, to be honest. It's my birthday show. I might have some guests drop by. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is MC Molasses, Make Lawns Great Again, scratch track tryout.
Molasses in this motherfucker, making lawns great again. If you ain't about green stripes, you could fuck off then. Do my dance and spread my seed. I'm out here to shame men, praying for a rain dance. You know my block can hang 10. Don't go snooping around and then acting like trying to make friends. Trying to steal my local shed. You don't need to pretend. I'll be spreading shit so fucking heavy you won't even have a chance to defend. There'll be straight fucking stripes on my grave when I meet my end.
And then I'll play one my wife really doesn't like, which I'm working on this thing. This is going to be a banger. Lawn Ranger. Yeah, I kind of got into working on we're on the lawn care album. I have a lot of other songs that I need to finish too, but you know, it's gonna have to be lawn season. I've been inspired.
We'll be riding off into the sunset. We'll ride at dawn for a lawn make by summer, yeah.
I think this part is actually going to be a female vocal.
The beer is cold, the guns are loaded, it's a lawn care banger. This won't be the last ride of this Lawn Ranger.
So yeah, just a little smidgen of something that's going to be going on soon. I might share another clip of the next single that's going to come out, and actually probably play a little more of Cosmopolitan, because those came out, and I didn't really get to it last week because I didn't want to eat up the guest time self-indulging. But yeah, let's get into the next article. Rust Armor found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in on-set shooting. That's right. Yep. This lady, she changed her hair pretty quickly, I noticed, between the events happening and her trial. It's not short and bright anymore. I wonder why. After show, record reaction live if it works out. I could probably do that. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Or I could show you how I do the voice, like the AI vocals. That would be a cool little thing to do on an after show too. I could probably actually just do that for the last few minutes of the main show. Anyways, Rust Armor Hannah Gutierrez was found guilty on Wednesday of involuntary manslaughter. The fatal onset shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The jury deliberated for under 3 hours before reaching a verdict. Jurors found her not guilty of tampering with evidence in the case. Prosecutors told jurors that Gutierrez repeatedly failed to maintain proper firearm safety and that her negligence led to the death of Hutchins, who was shot by actor Alec Baldwin when the defense countered the 26-year-old as a convenient scapegoat during closing arguments on a trial on Wednesday. Because, I mean, ultimately, Alec Baldwin did point a gun at somebody and pull a trigger. And that's definitely not a thing that you should be doing. Especially even on a film set, there's a very specific set of protocols you follow for that type of thing so that, accidents like this don't occur. Judge ordered that Gutierrez be remanded into custody following the verdict. She faces up to 18 months in prison with the conviction. Sentencing date has not yet been set. Defense attorney Jason Bowles said they plan to appeal. We're obviously disappointed in the verdict, Bowles told reporters outside the courthouse on Wednesday. My sense was the evidence wasn't sufficient to convict, and it was a lot of guesswork, a lot of speculation. During the 2-week trial in Santa Fe, New Mexico, prosecutors presented evidence they showed Gutierrez was responsible for bringing in 6 live rounds on set and did not discover them for 12 days before the deadly shooting by failing to perform industry standard safety practices. Baldwin was practicing a cross-draw in a church in the set of the Western film on October 21st, 2021, when the Colt 45 revolver fired a live round. Because, that's what happens when you pull the trigger. Allegedly, I'm no expert, but I know none of my guns have ever just went off in my hand. In fact, even the wands have never just gone off in my hand. It's not a case where Hannah Gutierrez made one mistake and the one mistake was accidental, putting a live round into that gun. Prosecutor Carrie Morris told jurors during closing argument, the case has got constant, never-ending safety failures that resulted in the death of a human being and nearly killed another. Morrissey told jurors Gutierrez failed to maintain firearm safety on set, making a fatal accident willful and unforeseeable. She showed jurors stills of the footage from the set of actors pointing firearms at other crew members, including a minor actor, as well as Gutierrez pointing one at her own face. She also shows a photograph of what experts determined to be live rounds in the holsters and contains on the set as early as October 10th, 2021. Morrissey said that meant Gutierrez was not checking dummy rounds to ensure they were not live rounds, such as shaking them. And there was a game of Russian roulette every time an actor had a gun loaded with dummies. She also said they have mountains of circumstantial evidence that Gutierrez brought the live rounds onto the set. I'm not telling you Hannah Gutierrez intended to bring live rounds on the set. I'm saying she was negligent, she was careless, she was thoughtless. And the fact that your weapons safety expert on set had live ammo around your set is a whole nother level of concern. Hutchins died from blood loss and a lethal wound to her lung. An astonishing lack of diligence with regard to gun safety is without a question a significant cause of the death of Hayla Hutchinson. Bull said during his closing argument there was a rush to judgment that detectives didn't conduct a thorough investigation of the shooting. Gutierrez was made a convenient fall person. He also argued that she did not do something willfully because she did not know there was a live round in the revolver, even though it was ultimately her responsibility. But on the flip side, it was ultimately Alec's responsibility because he was the director and producer on set. Morrissey addressed the defense theory presented during the trial that Seth Kenny, the owner of the PDQ Arm and Prop, who was the weapons supplier for Rust, was the source of the live rounds. Saying the live rounds found in his store did not match the ones on set. Any argument that Seth Kenny is the source of the live rounds is absolutely dishonest, she said. During his closing argument, Bowles said that a props manager threw out dummy rounds following the shooting that were not recovered, that a search of Kenny's business wasn't conducted until a month after the shooting. If you don't have all the evidence, you can't rule out that reasonable doubt. Morrissey also pushed back after the defense's citation during the trial of New Mexico Occupational Safety and Health Administration's investigation of the shooting, which found that the management demonstrated plain indifference to the employee safety, saying the agency's job was to address the actions of employers, not employees. Bull said Wednesday that the report found the management was responsible for the safety on the set. While Gutierrez and Baldwin have been charged with involuntary manslaughter in Hutchins' death. His trial is scheduled to start in July. Morrissey addressed Baldwin's role in the shooting during her closing argument. All of Baldwin's conduct and his lack of gun safety inside the church on that day is something that he's going to have to answer for, she told the jurors. Not with you, and not today. Bowles also noted Baldwin's actions on set during his closing argument. Bowles showed jurors a take from the filming of Rust, showed Baldwin's firing a gun after cut was called, saying the actor went off script. Yeah, because why, like, good Lord. It's so... In the media, they don't want to, blame him at all. Satisfactory judgment, in my opinion. She'll be plagued with guilt the remaining days of her life. Alec hired her. It's so civilly liable. Yes. Yeah, and he's ultimately responsible because he was the director and producer on set. So that's kind of his... He's ultimately responsible for the safety of everyone. Baldwin go off script multiple times. October 21st, there was one of those days, Bull said. Baldwin goes off script, and that isn't something that Miss Gutierrez Reed foresaw that was going to happen. In response, Morrissey said Gutierrez knew Baldwin went off script and didn't do anything about it, even though that was her job. I mean, no, her job was to make sure there was no live rounds and that everything was safe as far as firearms went. She has no control over what the actor does. But it said firearm. She's not the director. Morris told jurors that Gutierrez handed off the bag to the crew. Rebecca Smith, after Smith informed them that Hutchins had died. Smith testified during the trial that she's a former addict. Believe it. Yeah, so she had a little blow on her. Maybe she should reach out to the first son. I hear that he's got a history of getting away with both gun and drug charges. So maybe she should reach out to the first son. He might be able to help her. Yeah. No, close that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to share audio for this one because we're going to watch a little clip. That's right. Just a little clippy. Just a little clippy here. Yeah. This is fun. This is AOC getting heckled by protesters, which remind you of a quote that she made just a couple years ago, but yeah, it seems like she's maybe a little uncomfortable.
You refuse to call it a genocide.
I need you to understand that
it's not okay that there's a genocide happening. You're not actively against it.
you're lying.
I'm lying.
You're not.
You went on TV and avoided talking about it.
For what? Because now you can't say it's a genocide or what? You're attacking political race. If you can't call it a genocide, then obviously you're not. We're not lying.
We're not lying.
You've been
We're not
saying it in
speaking.
interviews. It's insane. You haven't been calling it a genocide.
Yeah, you haven't been calling it a genocide. Okay. Sorry, I lost my mouse there for a minute. Hunter Biden, attorney at law. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he was on retainer, I guess. That was a story I heard.
Don't tell me I'm lying. Then just say it's a genocide. Just say it. Over 30,000 people are dead. AOC. You can't just say it for once. Just say the word. That's it. That's all we want you to say. Or you're not angry about people confronting you publicly. You can't call it genocide. Over 30,000 people have died.
Stop. Okay? Stop.
Oh, the boyfriend's sticking up.
That's all we're doing. That's it.
Cut it, and you're going to cut this, and you're going to clip this so that it's completely out of context. I already said that it was.
Oh man, you mean like the thing that they always did to Trump and you were all about and like hopped on the bandwagon and gave him a hard time because they clipped shit out of context? Like, honestly, I think it's fun that you're finally on the other side of this shit and that you've got to deal with the fact that these people are calling you out on fake bullshit and you've like, you got to deal with it. This is, I mean, get over it, dude. This was Trump's entire fucking presidency. And you got it one time, and you're like, oh no.
And they're just gonna pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's fucked up, man. And you're not
did it on
helping
live
these people,
TV.
and you're not helping them.
You refuse to.
You're not helping them.
Oh, that made me happy. The fact that she just swore at him. Yeah, she got
Over
lost.
again. It's fucked up, man. They're just gonna pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, get it, AOC. It's fucked up, man. Yeah, this was actually the second, or the first of two congressional F-bombs recently. I'm pretty sure MTG dropped one the other day, too. Although she might have said go F yourself to a reporter. But, yeah, it just seems like just a little short while ago that, we were in a position where AOC said something like this. The whole point of protesting is to make people uncomfortable. She posted in December 2020 on the thread that defended defund the police activists who confronted politicians in public spaces. The thing that critics of activists don't get is that they tried playing the polite language policy game, and all it did was make them easier to ignore. It wasn't until they made folks uncomfortable that there was traction to do anything, even if that wasn't their full demand, she argued at the time. Activists take discomfort with the status quo. Take that discomfort with the status quo and advocate for concrete policy changes. Popular support often starts small and grows. To folks who complain, protest demands make other people uncomfortable. That's the point. Yeah. Hickory, we love you. Just checking in. Ben on the mushes. Nice. Sean said borderline incitement. Which was, sorry, I got a quick hiccup. Ben on the mushes. Oh. Did it go live this time? Because it definitely did not last time. Oh yeah. Thank you guys. God damn. Yeah, it was a long day. Didn't quite get food in. Oh. No, brother, thank you. Here we got another one. New Jersey cop slams own police chief on the car after boss allegedly shows up drunk to accident scene. Oh. I gotta watch an ad first so I can pull that down and pull it back up with audio. Love it. That works out. That's what that sounds like right now. Might be a little glitch.
Working. I learned to argue about jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. Now get out of here.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta slam the boss on the hood of your cruiser.
Before you get a problem. No, you're gonna go in. Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here. Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No, you...
Chief, you're grabbing me. I asked you 3 times. Leave me alone. You're obstructing my D.
Billy, come over.
Let him go.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away from everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
Stop.
I'm not in
Stop.
trouble.
Stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop.
You're gonna be in
Billy.
trouble.
Billy.
Working at
I'm listening
DWI.
to you. I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah, because showing up hammered to DUIC is probably a good idea for your cop. That's what you gotta do. Jersey Shore police was suspended after reportedly showing up drunk to an accident scene and getting into a scuffle with one of the officers, who later slammed his boss on the hood of a police cruiser and told the chief to leave before he got home. Bradley Beach. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I got the little. Police Chief Leonard Guida, Sergeant William Major, erupted on the night of November 9th when the chief allegedly walked up to a suspected drunk driving crash on the street and began berating Major about his uniform, according to the body footage news site. Yeah, we pretty much saw it. But, it's great. It's like it's cops like the Steve Austin. He's like the guy who got to rough his boss up a little bit. It's like the every man's dream. And that's why Steve Austin was so popular, right? Because he was like the guy that got to do that. Or one of them. It was a part of the reason people kind of lived vicariously through him. But, we got through Footling, we got through Rust. Last story of the evening, and then we might hop over. Next, there was just a case in Vermont where an EMT showed up drunk, and if I remember right, she also worked for the state. Well, there was a case just now where a Democratic rep from Bennington showed up to work at 8:30 in the morning at the Capitol and got a DUI at 8:30 in the morning. That definitely happened. Sean said, too many tabs open. Hickory, it's not like I'm going to pay him. Okay, last story. Too many tabs open. No, I think it was that I forgot to plug back in my Ethernet cable after I unplugged it to do some maneuvering of the computer. So that would be my guess as to why, if I'm laggy at all, Sean, it's most likely because I forgot to plug my Ethernet back in. Like right now, I'm probably a little laggy. I might I'm gonna put on music and try to fix that real quick. I will put on Cosmopolitan. I'm gonna go plug in my put in the punk version. Next, I'll find it and send it to you. Yeah, please do. Okay, I'm gonna play this song. I'm gonna hop off stream real quick while this plays. Plug back in my Ethernet cable, and I'll be right back.
Lately it seems I don't know what to believe. Difference between a dream and a dream was just a day in between. Well, it used to be clean, back when my heart was free, but you were perfectly horrible, straight to the teeth. Sincere, cosmopolitan, tell yourself that you're better than all of them, but at the end of the day you failed. You were one thrilling toy for one stupid silly boy, and at the end of the day he failed. So I sit in my tiny engine, tell myself I'll never be your seems.
Whoops, I didn't unmute there. Sorry. There we go. Thank you, Nick. Vermont EMS chief on leave for being impaired on the job. Chief of Vermont Emergency Medical Services is on leave from her state job after she arrived at St. Albans Hospital to help transport a patient. Sorry. Okay. And appeared to be under the influence of alcohol. Yeah. Fine if you're a drunk magician who likes to stream, but yeah, not a good look if you're a medical professional. Bambi Dam. Oh, what a great name. Bambi Dam. Damn, Bambi Dam. In her capacity as a medical paramedic member of Fairfax Rescue, arrived at Northwestern Vermont Medical Center in St. Albans to help transfer a cardiac patient from UVM into Burlington early Friday evening, officials said. Hospital staff noted that paramedic Dam, goddamn, appeared to be impaired. After an evaluation, Miss Dam was determined to not be fit to perform her duties, Vermont Health Department spokesman Ben Truman said. Dam, formerly of Alberg, is on leave while the Vermont Health Department conducts its own review, he said. She's now at least the third Vermont official in the past month to face allegations of being impaired while on duty. State prosecutor and state legislator are facing charges of driving while intoxicated. Ooh, a state prosecutor too. This keeps getting better. Look at us go, Vermont. I often say the only things that come out of Vermont are beer, bacon, maple syrup. And apparently these people are indulging in the fruits of Vermont labor. While no laws appear to have been broken, unprofessional conduct by an EMS professional is a violation of EMS rules in place to ensure patient safety pre-hospital setting. Well, no laws appear to have been broken. So it's not illegal to be hammered at your job if you're a medical professional. It seems like one of those things we would make illegal. Just saying. Sean. Oh, Nick said, I bet she can make it wink. I hope she's making a killing on OnlyFans now that she's not working anymore. I said, hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like it should probably be not legal to be drunk if you're a fucking EMS person. I don't know. Not saying you shouldn't ever be able to get drunk. But like maybe on your shift is not like the appropriate time. I think she can make it wink. So the Health Department's Office of Emergency Medical Services suspend Dam's state EMS license effective Saturday. In addition, EMS District 1, which covers Franklin County and the town of Allsburg, suspended Dame's privileges to practice also effective Saturday. It's unclear if Friday was a regular workday for her state job and when she had gotten off the clock. Her normal checkout time was 4:30 p.m. Repeated attempts by Vermont News First since Sunday to reach Dame by phone and text message were unsuccessful. Damn. Bambi Dam. Getting drunk on the clock. Yeah, I hope her OnlyFans is doing great. And medical examiner. Yeah. Which, I mean, I could imagine being drunk for that job. Like, because a medical examiner basically means, like, you're checking out dead bodies, right? So, like, I mean, it's not like you're going to kill anyone. That being said, I feel like we should have a decent, like, high standard for those people. But, you know, like, at least, you know, they're not going to kill anybody. This is the last one of the night. Vermont bill would prohibit ghost guns. That's right, because these people have no idea what they're talking about and want to violate your rights anyways, because they're too stupid to understand the Constitution. Vermont lawmakers are headed on a path to approving a bill prohibiting ghost guns. Even though a ghost gun is just a gun that you manufacture yourself, which you're allowed to in this country. 5209 would prohibit the possession and transfer of these unregulated, unserialized, and untraceable firearms It's the point that you're not. I can see you, Hickory, all drunk and not making your employees touch the fish just right. Then wondering why you're thrown into the display cooler. Drinks and this membrane people. What's wrong with that? Yeah. 5209 would prohibit the possession and transfer of these unregulated, unserialized, untraceable firearms, even though you're perfectly within your legal right to produce your own firearm. As the Constitution states, there shouldn't be, and you should not have to pay another country to produce your gun. Nationally, the U.S. Department of Justice says the number of ghost guns recovered by law enforcement agencies increased by more than 1,300% in 2016 to 2020. Yes, because the technology is there, and it's not gonna. It's better for the people to have this, because their guns are not traceable. They inhibit law enforcement's ability to solve gun crimes. But that's not my problem. You're allowed to do this. It's a constitutional right. The bill's up for a third reading in the Senate on Sunday. And that's all I got on the main one. I'm probably going to do an after show on the regular show again. But yeah, I'll play the exit video. It plays backwards because, well, drunk and underwhelming. I will see you guys for the after show. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming. This has been TDAU Live episode 16, Super Tuesday in review. Hickory single tonight, and I will see you guys in the after show. Until then, Drunk Magician out. Cheers.
Probably time to go. This is an adult show, yeah, this is an adult show. And if you ain't one of them, it's probably time to go. Above all else, I just want to say thank you. Have a beautiful night. Drunk Magician out. Cheers. Now let's get the credits. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the help. Cause this is a show I do by myself. I produce the shit myself. And I've been through a lot with friends and a lot of shit I felt. But I remember the tools they used and I stuck them back in my belt. Yeah, I'm Hickory, the bad man from back in the trees. Just came up here to smoke some weed, get real drunk up on live stream and hang out with all you guys. I'm glad you all took time to stop by. I wish I could do the show every night, but I got a job, a cat and a wife. Hickory, the bad man from back in the trees. Just came up here to smoke some weed, get real drunk up on live stream.
Right, welcome back to the Drunk and Under Quarantine. Sorry, TDAU Live after show. Next up, the problem is they're making them without serial numbers. Yeah, because you're allowed to make your own, dude. Serial numbers are for transfer. If you are allowed to make your own firearm that you do not plan on transferring, why would it need a serial number? But yeah, maybe it's just me. And I'm a derpy derp. Anyways, we're in the after show. So basically the after show is going to end up not being Rumble exclusive at some point, specifically because it's costing me more to stream on Rumble than it is worth. So I think these videos will be just video on demand moving forward in the future. I got a couple more weeks, but I did drop down to the basic plan, which will not allow me to live stream over there, which is unfortunate. But on the flip side, like, it's just not worth the $120 a year to continue. So yeah, I think what I'll do on the after show, I'm gonna record some vocals, and I'm going to pull up Voicify and show you exactly how the AI vocals work. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun after show. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm of course Hickory, the drunken underroller. What we're gonna be doing is re-recording the chorus vocals for this, which is Lawn Ranger. I'm gonna try to record them basically in a falsetto, and then let's listen through. Oh, let me pull it up on screen maybe.
We'll be riding off into the sunset. We'll ride at dawn for long, make it by summer, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll be riding off in the sunset. That probably sounds like trash. Should probably do this one. We'll be riding off in the sun. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do this in normal and then pitch shift it up.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it long. We'll be riding off in the sunset. Sunset. We'll grind it long.
Sorry.
Sunset. We'll grind it on for a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer is cold, the chamber is loaded, it's a nice.
So that.
We'll grind it on for a long, make it the summer, yeah.
Excuse me.
For a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer.
Okay, sorry, I gotta clear my throat here. Okay, try that again.
For a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer is cold, the chamber is loaded, it's an on-care banger. The beer is cold, the chamber is loaded, it's an on-care banger. For a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer is cold, the chambers are loaded. For a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer is cold, the chamber is loaded, it's an on-care banger. For a long, make it the summer, yeah. The beer is cold, the chambers are loaded, it's a long care banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lawn Ranger. The beer is cold, the chambers are loaded, it's a long care banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lawn Ranger.
Okay, now we're gonna take that and tag it there. Move that. We're gonna squeak that in there. Nope. Okay, now we're going to take that and we're going to export that track as a wave. Okay. Now we're going to stop sharing that screen and I'm going to go over to okay, so this is Voicify AI. And what we're going to do is take the download that I just downloaded, drop it there. I'm going to agree to the terms of service. I'm going to say additional settings. And I'm going to pitch shift it up full octave. And then basically, I'm going to wait for that to convert. We're going to take it and put it back in the song and see how it sounds. So I should probably get ready for that while that's working.
We'll be riding off in the sunset.
Okay, so we'll download that. Download combined. So then I'm going to have to stop screen and go back to sharing that one. Okay, so we're back in the audio track. There we go. Going to sorry, so I kept it there. I'm gonna mute that one. Unmute that one. I'm gonna auto pitch and turn that up just a little bit. And we'll see how it sounds.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it down for a long week of a summer, yeah. The baby's cold, the chambers are loaded, it's a long carry banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger.
Let's pitch shift that up a little more.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it down for a long week of a summer, yeah. The baby's cold, the chambers are loaded, it's a long carry banger. This won't be the
Last ride for this Lone Ranger.
Yeah, I'm going to clean that out.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long make of a summer, yeah.
Okay, so what I didn't do is I should have auto corrected these vocals. Auto pitch.
We'll be riding off in the sunset.
Yeah, I should probably just redo those a little bit cleaner.
We'll be riding. We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chambers are loaded, it's a long hair banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger. We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long make the summer yet.
Okay, let's try that one. We're gonna add some oohs and ahs and stuff here because, like, I don't I don't really waste the.
Ride for this Lone Ranger. Ride for this Lone Ranger.
La da 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 la. La da 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 la. Lone Ranger. La da 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 la. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Okay, now we're gonna try that. Okay, adjust the key. Yes, Sean.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll cry.
La da 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 la. Let's see if that works. So let's turn that up more.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long, make that summer yet. The beer is cold, the chamber's wide loaded, it's a long camp banger. This
Little less.
we'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long, make that summer yet. The beer is cold, the chamber's wide loaded, it's a long camp banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger.
La da 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 la. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now I stop sharing that one, and I start sharing that one. And okay. Boom. Yeah, let's try it. I'll try it with the add post processing. See what happens there. But can you adjust the key? G or C? If I could sing on key, that would help a lot, I think. Yeah, I gotta agree with the boom. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, forgot to do that on screen. Extracting the acapella. Really all it is, actually. But yeah, it's sad. A little sad that the Rumble After Show is not going to be there anymore. But on the flip side, it's just not. Doesn't make sense. At a far bigger channel, it might.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. Riding at dawn for a long, make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chamber's side let it's a long camp banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger. La da 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 la. La da 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 la.
Okay, nice. So yeah, the high parts don't quite translate quite as well as I thought it was going to, but let's see what it sounds like on the track. Here we go. Grab that. That got weird on time. I don't understand.
We'll be back. We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chambers are lit, it's a long hair banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger.
Need space before long hair mag.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. Grinding it on for a long make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chambers are lit, it's a long hair banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger.
Nice.
We'll be riding off in the sunset. Grinding it on for a long make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chambers are lit, it's a long hair banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger. We'll be riding off in the sunset. We'll grind it on for a long make the summer yet. The beer is cold, the chambers are lit, it's a long hair banger. This won't be the last ride for this Lone Ranger. We'll be riding off in the sunset.
Yes, okay. Much better. Anyways, that's all I got on this one. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming. I appreciate each and every one for stops by for the show. And that being said, the TDAU Live After Show will not be on Rumble in a couple weeks. It will be next week. Next week's my birthday show. We'll be doing that just before TDAU Live weekend, which is a couple nights at the comedy club. I'm stoked. Anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for dropping by. And I will see you next time. Till then, Drunk Magician out. Cheers.
Above all else, I just want to say thank you. Have a beautiful night. Drunk Magician out. Cheers. Now let's get the credits. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the help. Cause this is a show I do by myself. I produce the shit myself. And I've been through a lot with friends and a lot of shit I